It's out because you said 3-1,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
they did 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
Ain't
like
none of
how game three looked,
oh,
you know, but
was not a
I'm happy
game.
Painful.
with game four.
Painful.
That's all that matters.
Can we
Game
Yes.
talk
four.
about game 3 right quick?
A little bit.
We can talk about game. We can talk about game two because we
We
wasn't
can
here for
do
game
that too.
two.
That
That's
is true.
right.
That
You
is
know,
true. That
we
is
weren't
true.
here for game two, and not for nothing. I was in the ditch on game two when they got up by 5 points. I was like, no, they played too hard to lose this
No.
game. I paused it
Mm-hmm.
and I got something in my ear that says, Trevor, watch the game. Watch the rest of the game. Thanks for the misses.
Well,
No,
Turned the
I
game on, watched
I
it, and had no voice after that.
Done. I was sick. I got you.
no, but I can beat y'all on this.
Uh,
So it was what? How many seconds was left in that game?
33.
Okay, I said, "Oh, we are not gonna win this game." I turned away from it.
Yes.
I went to sleep thinking that the Knicks lost.
Oh wow.
In the
Then I
morning,
typed, yeah, little faith. I said, yeah, little
in,
faith. Don't
in
do
the
it.
in the morning, I was watching the news, and the lady says, "Yeah, and the Knicks are 2-0." And I said, "She's so dumb. She don't even know what she's talking about." I
Sound like you
did
was
turn
talking to
it.
Glenn.
Then I turned to ESPN, and they had the highlights of the Knicks. I said, "Oh my goodness, I missed it." I couldn't believe it.
was
I
it
couldn't
was
believe it.
like a pizza, a New York slice, the
Mm.
right sauce and the right amount of cheese on it at the last.
well,
First, yeah. Sorry, Glenn. Go ahead, Glenn. I'm sorry. I gotta
I'm gonna
get
say
you in.
I'm gonna say one thing
Mhm.
that I have to give myself credit for.
Oh no.
No, really,
Let me wait. Let me.
because I said to you
Let me be mute.
that remember that
Mhm.
game that you and I kept going back and forth about and you said that um Dante just threw it up there, just threw it up there. He didn't
Mhm.
say, you know.
Mhm.
And I said, but there's gonna come a time when that might be what he has to do. I didn't know
Yeah.
it was gonna be with 8 seconds to go.
Oh, but he was set though the second time. The
Yeah,
first
I
the
time
don't.
he
second
wasn't
time. The
set.
first one,
The first one he
he
wasn't
wouldn't
set.
have
The
made it
second time,
home.
because
Yes.
it was in stride because he got because Hartenstein got it to OG. OG got up in flow because he was goofing.
Mm-hmm.
He was like this, like this. He got it, went in stride. Wow. So it was not a throw up. It was in stride jump shot.
He was on the line. He was in play. Yeah, he was in play.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Well,
I believe.
just accept the fact I ain't here
Can
to
I
argue
finish
none of
what
that.
can I finish what I'm saying?
Go ahead, big baby.
I just think that game was, even though they lost game three, I thought that game showed that they have a lot more fortitude than Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, 100%. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
100%.
Yeah.
But even in
because in game three, you see Embiid had to score 50 points and almost kill
Mm-hmm.
himself
but
just so they could win
And
not
kill others.
and
well,
kill
get a
others.
killer. But not just that, but also think they were just perplexed on how to play the game
Yeah,
against him because they every time he was touched, he was at the free throw line.
that's
So they
right.
was
Yeah,
their aggression was taken away.
Mm-hmm.
I think he had 20 or 20 something free
24
throws.
shots.
That's
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Now
And what you
know
call was getting touched
I know
constantly. Not he wasn't going to the line. And they
yeah,
made a point of saying that. I mean, you got to be in beat to get.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, I
marginal
know he's a
contact. You know,
superstar.
marginal
Yeah, what?
contact.
I've never
Yes.
heard that in a game.
Marginal contact.
Marginal
Mm-hmm.
contact. I have never ever heard of that. Never.
They started that nonsense when LeBron was complaining about being fouled one time, and they said it was marginal contact. That first time I heard it,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
then
it would be him to get that comment made toward him either way.
but
Don't
you
say nothing
know,
about LeBron. Don't say nothing about LeBron.
going
Don't say
going
nothing about
to
LeBron
going to the line 20 something times is ridiculous.
with a
Yeah.
bad leg.
Mm-hmm.
20 something
And
times.
and then
Like
and then what he did to Robinson,
Oh
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. What? That was
he
game
should
3, right? That was
that
game
was
three.
game 3.
have been thrown out.
He should. They gave him a
He
flagrant
he
one.
he he needs somebody.
he need Hartenstein in the
Yes,
groin.
yes.
He kicked
He did.
Robinson in the groin.
Mm-hmm.
He pulled him down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Two arms around his leg,
Mm-hmm.
pull him
Mm-hmm.
down. And the coach,
So
I didn't see that.
he
Mm-hmm.
should have
that.
Yeah, I
at a
mean,
bare minimum, he should have had 2 flagrant one that would have been out of the game.
That's right. It would
Yeah.
have been done.
yeah. Yeah.
So either way, but even in that game, because they were flustered.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't know how to play the game with how the ref was calling it. It was just ridiculous.
Mhm.
But and you
Mm-hmm.
saw that even some of their passes was off. You know,
Yeah.
and some they even at how close they were from Nova Boys, they were
Mhm.
just not in sync. But today was just like O to
It
the
was
M to the G.
nobody. I mean, anyone stepped to his face today. No one was
Mm-hmm.
afraid of him. I was like, that's the Nick that you want. Nobody was afraid of him today.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
They're
but
like street ball.
Mhm.
let me ask you this: Robinson didn't play. Is he hurt?
Yeah, he's hurt. He was
Yeah.
in a
Yeah,
boot.
he's
He was in a
hurt.
boot.
Because I
He
didn't
got
know
hurt in game 3.
because
he was in a boot.
I hadn't heard anything. Because I've been trying to find out whether because I know he didn't continue that game,
Mhm.
but I didn't know whether he.
Yeah, he was hurt. He's in a boot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, when they interviewing the coach was like, I haven't seen him yet. I guess he didn't want to give it away, but they knew he was hurt. He got hurt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Don't think I rolled on his foot.
Mhm.
Now here's another thing that like sometimes I try to look for heroes of the game, and the one guy I've got to give him a lot of credit is Achua.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
He really played good today.
And,
He really
and
did.
it's
Against
funny.
Everybody
Embiid,
did.
right?
It's so
Was he
funny.
covering Embiid?
He was covering
Yeah.
Embiid.
He
OG
was covering that
Embiid.
dude that
Everybody
should
was
have had the
taking
flagrant
turns.
too.
Yeah.
He was covering
Yes.
that dude.
Yeah. That
Mhm.
dude. That dude.
Doesn't
Mm-hmm.
even the word even say the name.
He
But
played. He really played good.
He did.
He did.
I
He
told
should have had
myself
him in the beginning. Remember how he had him benched like the whole.
Yeah.
But
I
that's
mean, they
what he
won the
does
first one, but they had him benched the whole night.
because he wasn't listening to his assistant coaches.
so so I told myself before I came in the podcast today, I said I'm not gonna harp on anything negative specifically for this game. I said because they was down Randall, Mitchell,
Robinson.
Hartenstein because of the foul trouble,
Yeah.
and then you had DiVincenzo who was ineffective the whole game.
Yeah. He only had 8 points.
Mm-hmm.
And to them
And then you had
them
someone
2 3-point, them 2 threes.
Chuo come off the bench and plays killer defense, even though he missed 2 dunks.
Yeah.
I said I'm not even gonna harp on
Not
that
worry about
because
no dunks.
even ineffective offensive plays. I'm just like, there's no need to you to focus on it because they gave so much effort today that there's no reason to
Yeah.
harp on that.
Right.
Just do better next time. We good.
Yeah.
His defense because
That blocked at the end in the fourth quarter on
On Embiid. On Embiid. And he like, get
Achua
the
was
hell out of
blocked.
here.
the
And
one
Hart
thing
blocked him. Didn't Hart block him too? At the
at Bantam, Bantam, whatever his name is.
the one thing
And Bantam just fell back.
Mhm.
Yes.
the one thing that Mitchell has a problem with is staying with Embiid when he's outside. When he's down low, he can deal with the weight and the strength, but he's a little bit of difficulty checking him on when he takes those jump shots. But Achua doesn't have that difficulty. He has the speed to stay with him.
Mhm.
Does well. He played really good
Yeah,
today.
He
he
did.
did.
He really played good today. And
Mhm.
and my boy Hart,
You can't say nothing bad about him.
Yeah,
Can't say
I'm
nothing
telling
about
you. Not a
I
thing.
mean, like
Mm-mm.
he had 17 rebounds today.
17
Mhm.
rebounds.
I was like,
17.
I said, are you serious?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I said,
ridiculous.
this little 6'4" dude is grabbing
Mhm.
17 rebounds.
Grabbing
Yes.
two-hand rebounds. Give me that.
And you had Embiid behind him, and who was in front of him?
Everybody.
They couldn't get the ball out of his hand. I said, look a little hard over there with the big heart. They couldn't
This
take
guy,
it from him.
I have so much respect for this guy as a basketball player.
Yeah.
He's incredible as a rebounder because you would think that playing a 6'7" guy at the 4 and a 6'4" guy at the at the 3, we will be in disadvantage for rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
But not the way Hart rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
His rebound is tremendous.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. Gotta give him.
So did y'all see Starks on the side?
Oh,
Yes,
he was
Yes.
losing.
he was
Yes.
he was coming on
Yes.
the court.
Yes.
He was coming on the court.
I was saying, look at Star, look at Star. Lil was like, where? He's not on the court.
He's on the court. Couldn't
Yes.
believe it.
He was, yeah.
Let him back in.
I was surprised to see him.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because they were going crazy in game 2. Him, the whole
Yeah.
all
Sprewell,
alums, all
Sprewell,
alums
yeah.
Well,
All of
in
them.
game
Yeah.
2, they was going crazy on that. But to see him
Melo.
in Philly,
Mm-hmm.
and the Philly crowd was no Philly crowd because it was all
No.
Knicks.
And
Even
Embiid was
Embiid said
talking
it.
about that
He
today.
was
He
he
said
was
that.
insulted.
He was saying, yeah, he was upset.
Yes. He was upset.
Well, hey, deal with it. You're supposed to win, right? They're supposed to win. If y'all
Okay.
win, they'll be there.
But he said it.
We
He said
are
that
the
they were the
better
better team.
team.
But you notice how he said it, right? He couldn't even look in the camera.
No.
He had his head down. He
I
knew.
mean, you know, we can't talk junk until the game ain't over till it's over. But I
That
don't
is
think
true.
This
But
feels good, man.
I
This
really
was
think I really think they have this Tuesday night.
whew.
I
It's
really
like
do.
everybody, no one, they played fearless tonight. No one lacked. Anyone who stepped out on that court, to me,
Yeah,
and
if
I
you
mean,
was
it's
on the
like,
court,
okay,
you
what happened?
good.
This is
Yeah.
the other team from yes. Because like they took that, I think they took their frustration because they seemed still with poise. Game 3, they didn't know how to handle it, but they didn't go at him.
Mm-hmm.
But even Brunson was like, "What's that with the elbow?" So somebody elbowed him. He was like, "What's that? What's that with your elbow?" Like, I'm not playing with you today. He stepped in Embiid's face. I stepped in Embiid's face. It was like everyone, no one was like, "We're not playing with you tonight. You're not gonna be grabbing no legs tonight."
Mm-hmm.
Even when
He
he
had
fell on
stepped up.
Brunson, though, when he fell on Brunson, I said, but I
He had
think he hurt
stepped up
himself more.
tremendously too, though.
At one point, he did
I
fall
gotta
and
give him
grab his
credit
knee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you know, because he didn't have a good game in game 1 and 2 offensively.
No excuse. He had 2 days off.
But no, I'm talking about
Brunson.
Brunson.
Mhm.
But he played well in 3 and 4.
He really
Yes,
did.
yes, he did.
He played
I
well.
think he even
37
played even.
points.
Yeah, he broke a record. He was like,
Broke a
I won't
record.
talk about that until I retire. That's not
That's
important right now.
What record did he break?
Play season high, playoffs high.
Yeah,
Beat Bernard
47
King.
tonight.
I think he beat Bernard King by 1, right? Bernard
Yeah.
has 46.
46 twice.
Mhm.
So it's just reported that Bogey had a foot injury too.
Yeah,
That's why he didn't play that much.
Okay.
yeah.
Because I noticed that he didn't play a lot also.
hmm
Interesting.
Well, hopefully he'll get some rest and work on it.
And so Robinson's gonna be out for game 5.
Not
Not
sure yet.
sure.
Yeah.
He has to do something on that foot.
It was a dirty game.
It was horrible.
I'm sorry, it was a dirty game.
Mhm.
Game 3.
Horrible.
It was a dirty game.
But that's all right. I really feel like they're going to end it on Tuesday night.
Yeah, I want
And that way they can rest and wait for what, Boston?
Nah, Milwaukee and
Milwaukee. What are they? 2-2? No,
3-1.
3. That's for Indiana.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Without Giannis, they're not doing anything.
I could not be happier.
So the funny part,
Wow.
and you said it already, Crystal, that that dude from Philly was more disappointed not in his performance, but the fact that there was more Knicks fans.
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
You should be performing. Why you get 50 this time?
That's right.
When the team needed you, you should have got 50 this time.
Was it 1 point? 1? It was in the 4, 1 point. Because nobody was letting you grab their ankles.
And not
exactly.
And just as much as of hype that dude got in game 3 performance, Brunson need to get the hype in his 47.10 assist performance in a win.
And
on the road.
On the road.
Wow.
Because they was pumping up that dude. Didn't say anything about his illegal play. Talking about the 50.
Mm-hmm.
They need to talk about Brunson and that 4-7 that he put up. 10 assists. And his teammates dropping.
I'm not saying this because I'm a Knicks fan, but I really believe that Brunson's 47 and 10 is a lot more impressive
Yes.
Because Embiid, it was like, like if he moved and if they touched his pinky, they put him on the line. And he got 20 points on the line.
The truth.
I just thought it was ridiculous. And then
Yeah.
Brunson can't get a call.
Not one.
You punch him in his face, punch him in the neck, kick him in the groin, whatever you want to do to him, he can't get a call. It's ridiculous. Now I don't know whether it's the people hate New York or what. I don't know, but they really are not. They don't call the games fair.
No.
And I don't say that just because, again, not because I'm a Knicks fan, but I mean, got fair. Fair is fair, man. Come on, it's ridiculous.
Hopefully they'll get it Tuesday.
24 shots. That's ridiculous, man.
It was actually 21. I don't understand correct. It was 21. Still, it was more than what the Knicks took.
Exactly.
It was 20 something.
It was 21. Knicks took 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he took 21. That's ridiculous. And what he hit, he probably hit 19 of them, or
20.
Yeah,
it was like 20 or 20, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, come on, man. Totally ridiculous. You can clearly see it, in my opinion. It appears to me that they want Philly to win. Maybe that's just my paranoia.
But even with that philosophy, you got to think about it too. Because they already said the Knicks was only going to win 45 games.
Right.
Then they come up with a 50 spot.
Yeah, but I said that
doing
too.
it. No, but that's what Vegas said. That's what Vegas. That's what, and even ESPN pointed. 45 game was their topper. They come up with a 50 spot, and without their key number two player for half the season. So they don't want to keep showing that they're bad in their conclusions before the season even starts on their assessment of teams. So of course they're not going to put up on the Knicks.
Because they really thought Philly was going to be better.
Philly thought it too.
Because you remember now, in fairness, I'm speaking, but I thought it also. I did. I thought it was going to be Boston, Milwaukee, Philly.
Oh, before the season started?
Yes.
I'm not talking about before the season started. I'm talking about now.
Well, now I don't feel that way.
Coming into the season, coming into the playoffs, I wasn't thinking that.
No,
I knew it was going to be a tough season.
No.
I didn't think it was going to be 3-1.
No, coming into the playoffs, I wasn't thinking that.
After game one and game two, I'm like.
But in the beginning of the season, I was thinking.
I didn't. I told you. I capped them at 47, and that's what they got. 47 wins.
I don't remember the number that you said, but you did say they weren't going to be that good.
I'm looking at it right now.
No, I'm not arguing. I'm just saying I do remember you saying they weren't going to be that good. I do remember that.
I just had Knicks at 48 wins. That's all.
They should have. But if they didn't lose against the Spurs and it was another team, they would have had over 50.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have changed who they was playing right now. So that's the thing. They still even playing Philly. But you're right. You're right, Big Baby. They got to close it out on Tuesday. So I'm not gonna get too crazy with all the jumping out the window activities. They got to do what they got to do on Tuesday. So let's just close them out, get some rest, get your peoples back healthy, and let's move it on. But so happy for this. My friend of mine called me up. You remember Vaughn, Glenn?
Yes.
He called me up today. He was like, Trevor, I'm in tears. I'm up here in tears right now watching this team. So I understand. And he go back to your era, 73 and 70 championship teams. So
Wow.
I go back to 69.
Wow.
I actually remember them winning.
Really?
Yeah.
Who did they beat?
I was 10 years old.
Who did they beat?
LA.
Oh.
Wow.
In both of them.
Wow.
Yeah, I was 10 years old. I started following basketball when I was 9. And that's when I became a Knicks fan.
Yeah, so Vaughn, he was 20-year-old around that time. So he was in that era when they were all on the scene, Clyde and Earl and all the other guys there. So, but either way, yeah, I'm just happy for them. I want them to close out so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If
Now,
they play it like tonight,
Blow 'em out.
today, they
But it's
before-
funny, they took their heart. All them rebounds that Hart was getting, they couldn't even compete.
yeah, they couldn't. And then they were going back and forth with the threes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still afraid of Maxie. I'm not,
But he wasn't really all that tonight.
but he was the only
Still,
one really.
still only one, yeah, right.
He was
Yeah.
really the only one,
Mhm.
and he still had that energy. Like he
Mhm.
took something
Yeah,
before
what are
he
they
started
giving
playing.
him? They
Yeah,
giving
he
him.
ain't gonna
had
stop. He ain't gonna
energy
stop. He's not
to
gonna stop. Definitely
end.
not.
that dude, man, he's like the Energizer Bunny, man.
Mm-hmm.
Even when he walked off the court, he was still with a little hop. I said,
I don't know what
What
he
is that?
drinks
What
or
kind of vitamins?
smokes.
Walking off the court in defeat, you mean?
Yeah, in defeat. Still with bounce. Yeah, in defeat.
You know,
But yeah, that was wonderful.
before we close out, I want to mention too. We also got to recognize that Hartenstein has been playing very well.
Yes.
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 Mm-hmm.
He really
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
He had foul trouble in game 3.
Yeah. Well,
And I just
when he
feel
was
like some of
injured.
those fouls.
and he had foul trouble, but when he was in there,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
he played well.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Well, then Embiid, they said he should have been a flagrant when he need him too. Because remember, that's what the coach was saying, the one they called or the one they didn't call.
Mm-hmm.
So he wasn't playing the same after that.
Right. I think he's deflated. I think the other guy, as Trevor, what do you call him? The dude,
guy.
whatever, the other
that
guy.
dude.
I think he's
and I'm not saying dude in a positive way neither.
right. I think he is. I think he's been deflated.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could start talking about the fans, so
Well, just think about it. You talk all that junk, and then the team only scores 92 points.
Mm-hmm.
In a must-need game. In a must-need
1 point
game.
in the fourth. One point they got from the 1 point. That's it. That's on him.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
He was mean mugging the whole time. I said, look at him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Surprised he didn't start swinging on somebody.
Hopefully
No, he won't do that. That's he ain't that type of dude.
No.
He's swinging on somebody.
No.
He's the dude to slap you from behind.
Yes.
He can do it
Elbow
to your face.
you, all over you, twist your ankles and do
hit
all
you
that
when
stuff.
when you don't expect it.
Yeah.
He learned from the best, Kyle Lowry.
That's right. Now, question.
And that's sad because he's a Philly dude.
Yeah.
You don't like Kyle Lowry, Trevor?
No,
I only liked him when he was on Toronto.
Yeah.
I don't like none of his antics. I ain't like when he was in Toronto. I hated the fact that he won.
Yeah,
I don't like persons being rewarded for cheap plays. He do too many cheap plays for me to reward that. So.
Wow.
Well, how early on did Robinson leave the game? It was
Mitchell?
like, I know it was in the first.
He didn't play.
He didn't play.
No, not in 4 and 3.
But
it was
the
in
guy.
1, but in the beginning it was
in 3 he left. Yeah. In 3,
Okay,
it was in the second
yeah.
half. It was in the second half because Mature came in the second half.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it was bad, and they had to call it on him for that because he missed all the other ones. That's it. I think it would have been, but it still was a bad call. He should, like you say, should have been thrown out.
But they got to come back and just win this game on Tuesday and move on. Put them behind them.
Send them packing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 95. Don't even send them home on a plane. Let them go on a 95.
On the Beeline bus. On the Beeline bus, right? Not even an Amtrak.
That's
walk down the turnpike.
Not even the New Jersey Transit. None of that. On a
Who said
Beeline.
the Chinese bus?
On the Chinese bus, right?
Oh, the Greyhound.
No Greyhound. That's too much money.
Greyhound.
No, Peter Pan.
No, that's still too much money.
Yeah, remember that Peter Pan bus?
Chinese bus.
School bus.
$10.
A New Jersey school bus.
Or they could pull out one of our old trains that we have in the museum. Start it up.
Crazy.
Oh man, this was
nice.
This was needed tonight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Send them a message that you coming back to New York now.
Yeah. No, I would
Remember
hate.
that song? Go New York, go New York, go.
Mm-hmm.
New York, New York.
Let's see. We're gonna have Big Baby singing it.
Yeah.
I don't want me to sing.
I think he was going. I think he's about ready to move.
That's
Yeah.
last thing you want. You didn't want me singing.
Yeah, I would hate for. Well, here's the thing. When we come back on next Sunday, we either going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the end of the series.
Mm-hmm.
Because if this game goes 7, the last game was on Saturday, so we're going to be talking about the end of the series no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd rather it be the end of the series and the start of a new one. And I hope that the Pacers Milwaukee series go 7 so that they can play as long as they have to.
So get tired.
And get tired because they're gonna have a full squad on Indiana if it goes
Hope the
their way,
Pacers- I hope the Pacers Milwaukee game goes 7, and I hope Milwaukee loses by 200 in the 7th game.
Well, your boy ain't been playing, so
Mm-hmm.
he hurt.
Good.
Yeah.
Both
Is Lillard hurt? I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's
got
hurt.
hurt.
He's hurt.
He got hurt.
And
Yeah.
I think that might be it. That's gonna
He's
be
hurt.
over for them.
Like I said, I being a Christian man, I don't want anybody to be hurt, but I'm glad he's not playing.
Yeah, they just beat him, so it's 3-1
Mm-hmm.
Indiana. So
Wow.
to push it to 7 is very doubtful with since they don't have Lillard and
They got no
Giannis playing.
squad.
Mm-hmm.
So
So I
it's
doubt it
score?
very seriously.
113 to 126 final.
Oh, it's over?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
So then-
over. Yeah, it's really over. Like you said, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
If we beat Philly, which I'm certain we will, Indiana's going to be a challenge.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
It's going to be a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They play too fast, and they have
They
that's a
play
different.
real
They play
fast.
too scattered. It's not
Yes,
a
they don't.
constant.
They're not organized enough
Mhm.
Yeah.
to defend.
Mm-hmm.
They very haphazard,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and that's the
So-
one thing that Knicks don't play well against.
Yeah.
And they have an annoying point guard too, who not
Yeah.
not talking about Halliburton, the other dude, Nimhart. He's a irritant on defense, so he can be an irritant for Brunson. He's annoying. Not that Brunson can't overcome that. It's just that he's an
Yeah.
annoying player. So we'll see how that play out.
You think Brunson
Either way.
can bring it up another notch? Because he's
Oh, yeah.
he's playing
He
He already
like
did. He already did.
Yeah,
he did. That's what I said. I said
He's
past
back.
this because it's
He's back. Whatever issue he was having, he is back.
Yeah, I'm not. Like I said, no negativity from me after this game.
Yeah. He did everything.
Seriously.
All right, sounds good.
So we're gonna call it at this point. Happy to have y'all. Harlem to MSG. My Knicks doing the things. They up 3-1, like we said they was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
See y'all next week. Either we
See you
winning this
next week.
series or we going up against that team up in Midwest.
Go New
'Cause both
York,
of-
go New York, go.
Go!
I won't sing it though.
You did. I heard the
You
melody.
did.
I heard the
You
little
did
Luther say,
good.
ooh. I heard it. Ooh.
All right.